What if I told you the most important relationship you will ever have is not with your partner, not with your parents, not with your children, not with your friends, but with yourself? Think about it. You can walk away from a toxic friendship. You can leave a bad relationship. You can change jobs, move cities, even start your life over. But there is one person you can never escape: yourself. So let me ask you a powerful question. How much do you love yourself? You see, most people spend their lives pouring love into everyone else. Yet when it comes to themselves, they feel empty. They give and give and give. But when they are alone, they feel unworthy, unloved, and unseen. Here's the truth. Self-love has nothing to do with money, status, or material things. It's not about your looks. It's not about the car you drive. It's not about the numbers in your bank account. Those things are temporary. They can disappear in a moment. Self-love is about knowing your worth. It's about standing in a room full of people who don't see your value and still saying, "I believe in me. I am enough." Why loving yourself matters. When you love yourself, you stop chasing approval. You stop begging others to validate you. You stop needing to be accepted by environments, people, or circumstances that don't serve your growth. You begin to realize, I don't need you to love me in order for me to love me. That's where true freedom begins. Because without self-love, no achievement, no relationship, no success will ever feel like enough. You will always be searching, always striving, always chasing something outside of you, when the answer was inside of you all along. As Oscar Wilde once said, "To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance." Forgiving yourself. But here's the catch. Many people struggle to love themselves because they are still carrying the weight of their past. Mistakes, failures, broken relationships, regrets. They hold on to shame like a badge. They replay old memories like a movie they can't turn off. They think, if only I hadn't done this, if only life had been different. But listen closely. Forgiveness is the key. Forgiveness is not about saying what happened to you was okay. It's about accepting that it did happen and choosing not to let it imprison you anymore. Forgiving yourself means giving up the hope that the past could have been any different. It means saying, yes, that was part of my story, but it does not define who I am today. When you forgive, you release the chains of the past so you can finally move forward. Life is cyclic. Life moves in seasons. Joy, pain, success, failure. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass. The storm will not last forever. The night will eventually give way to dawn. And even the deepest wounds will heal, if you allow them to. But here's the challenge. You must be willing to let go of the past in order to create the future you desire. You cannot step into tomorrow if you are still holding on to yesterday. Redefining yourself, so ask yourself, what kind of person do I truly want to be? What qualities do I need to change? What strengths can I embrace? What weaknesses do I need to confront? This is where self-love becomes an act of courage. Because loving yourself means being honest with yourself. It means looking in the mirror and saying, I see my flaws. I see my scars. And I choose to love myself anyway. It means accepting that you are a work in progress, a masterpiece under construction. Finding voices that push you higher. On this journey, you may need voices that challenge you. Not just people who flatter you or tell you what you want to hear, but people who tell you the truth. Growth hurts. Truth stings. But sometimes the most loving act someone can give you is honesty. If you are blessed enough to have someone who pushes you, who challenges you, who refuses to let you stay small, thank them. Because that too is self-love. Surrounding yourself with people who help you rise. Doth the awakening. So why does loving yourself matter? Because everything in your life flows from this one relationship. When you love yourself, you build unshakable confidence, attract healthier relationships, create resilience against life's storms, discover purpose and meaning. But when you don't love yourself, you live as a prisoner, trapped by past mistakes, other people's opinions, and your own self-doubt. The awakening begins the moment you realize I am worthy, I am enough, I deserve my own love. And once you awaken to that truth, your entire life begins to transform. Loving yourself is not just an idea. It's not a quote you read online or a phrase you repeat in the mirror once and forget. Loving yourself is a practice, a daily choice, a discipline, a way of living. You don't arrive at self-love once and for all. You cultivate it, day after day, moment after moment, decision after decision. So let's talk about how. How do you actually love yourself, not in theory, but in real life? I want to share with you 10 powerful practices that can help you fall in love with the person in the mirror again. 1. Accept yourself. The first step to self-love is acceptance. Most of us spend years fighting against who we are. We criticize our bodies. We hide our flaws. We punish ourselves for our mistakes. But the truth is, no one is perfect, and you don't need to be. Acceptance means saying, I may not be where I want to be yet, but I honor who I am today. It means embracing your strengths while also being kind to your weaknesses. Number 2, let go of the past. Self-love cannot live in the same house as regret. You cannot keep replaying the movie of yesterday and expect to feel free today. Yes, you made mistakes. Yes, people hurt you. Yes, life wasn't fair. But guess what? The past is over. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Release it. As long as you keep dragging the past behind you, you will never run toward your future. 3. Stop comparing. One of the quickest ways to destroy your self-love is comparison. Every scroll on social media whispers, you're not enough. You don't have what they have. You're falling behind. But here's the reality. Comparison is a thief. It steals your joy. It steals your confidence. It steals your focus. Your journey is unique. Your timeline is different. Your race is yours alone. So stop comparing and start creating. 4. Do what brings you joy. Self-love is not only about discipline, it's also about delight. Ask yourself, what makes me come alive? Maybe it's painting. Maybe it's hiking in nature. Maybe it's playing guitar, dancing, cooking, or simply sitting with a good book. Whatever it is, do more of it. Joy is fuel. And every time you give yourself permission to be happy, you're telling yourself, I matter. My happiness matters. 5. Practice gratitude and contentment. Here's a secret. The fastest way to love yourself is to be grateful for yourself. Instead of always focusing on what's missing, take time to appreciate what's already there. Write down 3 things you love about yourself every day. It could be your resilience, your sense of humor, your ability to keep going even when life gets hard. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It helps you see that you are already enough. Bastak Suradeker 6. Meditate, your mind is loud. It's full of noise, doubts, fears, worries, judgments. Meditation is how you quiet the noise and return home to yourself. Even 5 minutes of stillness each day can transform your inner world. Because when you silence the outside voices, you finally hear the only voice that matters, your own. 7. Listen to your emotions. Too many of us bury our feelings. We pretend we're okay when we're not. We wear masks. We numb our pain. We push through. But ignoring your emotions is not strength. It's self-abandonment. Loving yourself means sitting with your feelings, even the uncomfortable ones. Ask yourself, what am I truly feeling right now? Sadness, anger, fear, joy, longing, whatever it is, honor it because your feelings are not enemies, they are messengers. 8. Build healthy habits. Self-love shows up in the way you treat your body. Do you nourish it with good food or punish it with junk? Do you move it with exercise or neglect it until it aches? Do you rest when you need to or force yourself to burn out? Building healthy habits is an act of love. It's how you say to yourself, I care about my well-being. Sleep well, eat clean, move daily, breathe deeply. Your body is your home. Take care of it. Saki Duoi 9. Rest and recharge. Let me remind you, self-love is not about pushing yourself 24/7 until you collapse. Rest is not laziness. Rest is restoration. Give yourself permission to slow down, to breathe, to nap, to step away. Because when you rest, you recharge. And when you recharge, you can rise stronger. Basta 10. Keep learning finally. Never stop growing. Read books. Explore new skills. Challenge your mind. Feed your curiosity. When you invest in learning, you expand your sense of self. You discover new passions, new talents, new possibilities. And every new discovery is a reminder. I am more capable than I thought. I am more powerful than I imagined. The practice of self-love. So here's the truth. Loving yourself is not a one-time event. It's not something you achieve once and check off your list. It's a lifelong practice, a daily rhythm, a sacred commitment, and every small act of love, every breath of acceptance, every moment of forgiveness, every habit of care becomes a brick in the foundation of a stronger, happier, more resilient you. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to inspire others. You simply need to show them that it's possible to rise, even with imperfections. Once you start loving yourself, everything changes. It's almost magical. The same world you've always lived in suddenly feels different. Because you are different. Think about it. The way you see yourself shapes the way you experience life. If you see yourself as unworthy, every challenge feels heavier, every rejection feels fatal, every mistake feels final. But when you love yourself, you walk with confidence, you face challenges with resilience, you rise from failure with courage. Self-love transforms everything. Confidence that cannot be shaken when you love yourself. You stop apologizing for who you are. You no longer shrink to fit into other people's expectations. You no longer hide your light to make others comfortable. You no longer trade your authenticity for approval. Instead, you stand tall. You speak your truth. You live boldly. Because you finally realize, I don't need to be accepted by everyone. I need to be true to myself. That kind of confidence is unshakable. It's not built on likes, compliments, or applause. It's built on the solid foundation of self-respect. Healthier relationships. Here's another transformation. Self-love reshapes your relationships. When you don't love yourself, you settle. You tolerate disrespect. You stay in toxic cycles because deep down, you don't believe you deserve better. But when you love yourself, you raise your standards, you set boundaries, you protect your peace, and something amazing happens. You begin to attract people who respect you, value you, and celebrate you. Because the way you treat yourself teaches others how to treat you. Treat resilience in the face of struggles. Life will never be free of challenges. Pain is inevitable. Struggles are part of the journey. But with self-love, you gain resilience. You no longer collapse at the first sign of failure. You no longer see setbacks as proof you're not enough. Instead, you see them as lessons, as stepping stones, as opportunities to grow. As one quote says, "Don't compare yourself to anyone. The only person you need to surpass is who you were yesterday." Self-love gives you the strength to keep moving forward because you believe in your own worth, no matter the outcome. Courage to chase your dreams. Perhaps the greatest transformation of all is this. When you love yourself, you finally give yourself permission to dream. So many people silence their dreams because they feel unworthy. They say, "Who am I to want that? Who am I to believe I could achieve that?" But self-love answers, "Who are you not to? You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of living a life that excites you." And when you love yourself enough to believe that, you stop waiting. You stop hesitating. You start acting. Because deep down, you know, I deserve a life that feels good, not just a life that looks good. The call to action. So here's my question for you. Are you ready to love yourself fully? Not just in words, not just in fleeting moments, but in action, in discipline, in commitment, because your future depends on it. If you're still searching for that one person who will change your life, look in the mirror. That's the person. That's the hero. That's the love story you've been waiting for. The greatest love story. At the end of the day, the greatest love story of your life is not with another person. It's with you. Loving yourself is not selfish. It's sacred. It's not arrogance, it's acceptance, it's not weakness, it's power. Because when you love yourself first, you create the strength to love others more deeply. You build the resilience to face life more bravely. You unlock the confidence to live more fully. And the world needs that version of you, the whole, radiant, self-loving version of you. Closing words. So here is your reminder. You are not broken. You are not unworthy. You are not behind. You are becoming. You are growing. You are learning how to fall in love with yourself one day, one choice, one step at a time. And as you do, everything else will follow. So love yourself fiercely, boldly, unapologetically. Because when you do, you won't just change your life, you'll change the world around you.